Good evening, folks. Happy Thursday. If you have the day off tomorrow, I hope you enjoy your day off. That's about all I'm going to say about that. I will be taking the day off, and I'll have a nice 3-day weekend, and I will get some work done with the upcoming apartment move. But I hope you all are doing well, and that if you do get a 3-day weekend, that you have fun. Tonight we're gonna dig right back into Metroid Prime 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and boot that up. Normally I wait a little bit long to chat, but I'm very excited to get back into this. I'm just like, I haven't played a Metroid game, a proper Metroid game that wasn't Super Metroid Randomizer in ages. So I was ready to dig right into this, and I'm having to get right back into that. Oh my god. Ugh. Poor Kupo. I hope you're doing well, Libin. Boy, it's gonna be a great 3-day weekend for a lot of people, but it's not gonna be a great first day of that 3-day weekend for literally any pet. I know it's gonna be bad in my area too, because there was literally a semi-trailer put up in our local grocery store parking lot for people to buy fireworks from, so that's good. I'm gonna be doing much the same on Saturday, actually this whole weekend. In fact, a lot of tomorrow is specifically going to be spent. There's another guy here, isn't there? Yep. I'm gonna stay down here to actually like get it to stay out. I'm gonna be spending a lot of the next 3 days really hammering everything I need to do regarding the move. So I hope to get a lot of work done. Got your physio, order your groceries, plan food for next week, and sanding your wall mud and clean. Oh, that's a lot actually. Good stuff. The sanding in particular, I'm sure, was nonsense and tedious. All right, we cannot go through that door yet. I need to change some of this real quick. Let me drop the volume in OBS and raise the volume in Dolphin, because the volume is good for y'all watching, but I can barely hear things right now. Let me raise it to about 50 in the Dolphin side. All right, that's a lot better for me, but it should be roughly where it was before for y'all. Standing sucks, but you put on a mask in a podcast. Standing block in one hand shot. Oh, nice. Double-handed sanding action. That's still tedious, but at least you got a good quality, good solid work done. Enjoying a break between contracts. Your husband is on vacation this week, so he wasn't totally sure what day it was until I said happy Thursday. Hi, Dorflicker. How's it going? Hi, Gannon. Missing out on the manga break. Oh, right. This is just... Isn't this the most immersive song you could possibly hear? This is not the right way. Ah. Wait, I don't have double jump. I can't go up there yet. Unless there's a thing I'm missing. This is definitely where I came in, so I don't want to go back around there. Unless I was supposed to jump up there the whole time. No, I feel like my jumps would not be high enough for that. Am I missing something here? We came down here, couldn't do anything there. Oh. That's what I was missing. Yeah, I'm really just trying to power through Aegon Waste so I can get to the actual interesting parts of this game. Oh, man. But I know I've got plenty to look forward to. Torvus Bog, in particular, is just all bangers all the time. Can I break this? I don't know that I can. We'll give it a try. Guess I can. That is far too far away to scan. There we go. Can scan this though, whatever that is. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone, purpose unknown, possibly places a warning to travelers. This is more important. Solar lens modified for use as part of the Luminos sonic security system. Lens connected with sonic controls. Okay. I remember that now. That's the thing we're going to come back to way later in the game, and it interacts with that, if I remember correctly. And you have to space jump over to that once we get space jump. But there's no good way to scan that until that point, so we're not going to worry about that at the moment. All the lore everywhere that I can't access. It's interesting, the weather. The clouds will turn purple and there'll be lightning because of the dual world effect right now. It's the other world like leaking into this one. We'll be coming that way from another angle eventually. Speaking of Dark World shenanigans, am I close enough now for it? No, not even close. All I can really do is go this way. Whoop. But yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of the next 3 days, since I have a 3-day weekend. Pretty much just, I have so much I have to do regarding moving to the new place. Which the lease is signed. I have the keys. I've been there once or twice already, and I need to go back this Saturday to think about what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna place stuff. Tomorrow, before I do that, I printed out the floor plans so that I can. All right, I don't have bombs yet. I can't do anything there. So that I can start drawing in what I want where furniture wise. But I need to physically go back there on Saturday and make sure that all that is feasible. And get lunch with a friend while I'm out there who can help me figure out some internet issues that might be a problem at that location. Oh, good music. You know what's about to happen. I mean, there's space pirate crates. You can literally guess that we're going to fight space pirates. I feel like there's more scans. There's the grass. There's a thing up there. We should trigger the fight first. This is the only type, though, so now that I've scanned that, we can just take it out. Take them all out. Space pirates suffered a serious defeat at Town 4, yet they remain a powerful force for crime and disorder in the galaxy. Their technology continues to advance, even though the lowly trooper has received numerous upgrades to his arsenal. A photonic power scythe and quantum assault cannon are now standard issue weapons for all troopers. What's quantum about the cannon? Do y'all understand what quantum means? Probably not. It's sci-fi, what can I expect? Also, this is slow. Let me just do the smart maneuver here. Am I wasting time with charge beams when I could just shoot missiles? There are plenty of sources of missiles in this game. I guess I'm not gonna give them credit for anything, but I will cut them some slack. It is a cool word. I was a big fan of the Quantum Ranger back in Power Rangers Time Force. I didn't know any better then, but it's still a cool name for a Ranger, so I should let them have it. I should let them have this one win. We're not going anywhere up there anytime soon. I can't scan either. That's too far away. Oh, maybe I can get around to it. First, the obvious route. Up here. I'm supposed to keep going up and around. I think I am. Poison stinger concealed in a back-mounted shell. Finish it off quickly once the stinger is exposed. The Brizgy's tail ends in a venomous barb which conceals underneath. This is literally the Metroid Prime 2 version of those annoying crab things in Chosen Ruins. There's a it's interesting, the concept of redone enemies, which was so much easier a concept in the 2D games when you could just edit the sprite a little bit, but here it's a little harder, but they still do literally the same thing. It's very amusing. I think, yeah, you're supposed to go up the platforms and not into here, but I am curious what's in here. So I'm gonna peek through really quickly. Ah, stuff we cannot interact with. Oh, wait. No, we can. But I think we're also not supposed to go here yet. So let me come back out here. This is always amusing to me. You can just walk into this and it's like super bright. I apologize. I should have warned y'all before I did that. Okay, what can I scan from here? Flash shield. I think we're too far away still for that. Yeah. More locked stuff. But I can make this jump and come around here now. Statue of D. Kerr, the child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but D. Kerr were slain, leaving the boys the sole defender of the temple. He served Aegon for nearly a centicycle before being lost in battle on Dark Ether. Whole lot of lore in this game just about dead Luminoth warriors and how they died. It's kind of rough, actually. What is this? Okay. I may remember what's up with that, but we can't interact with that right now. Also, I'm like almost out of missiles here. That's not good, especially when I gotta waste one for here. Maybe I should have been doing charge shots more. It's fine. There we go. I think I am supposed to go this way. Yes, I am. We're about to fight a boss, I think. Good old Shriek Bats. Rapid flight explosive enemies. Target and eliminate enemy at range if possible. Shriek Bats have high internal temperatures, leading them to seek cool climates to dwell in. They prefer caverns, roosting on ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive bomb anything that wanders near. This attack is fatal for the Shriek Bat, as the impact sets off a discharge of thermal energy. Long story short, stay back here and slowly take them out one at a time, which is not easy when they're hidden by geometry. There we go. Nice. Aegon Temple. That's right. We're supposed to come here first to interact with that stuff, and then we go back through that door I skipped before. Right. This is a boss fight coming up. Can sort of wander around the outside, but there's not actually anything we can do out here. That is a door that you can't open until you get the light beam. Can't break those until we get the bomb, which is literally what we're going to do in a second. I remember this fight. And there's almost certainly a dark beam door on this side, but I would like to go check. Oh, you gotta blow that up to even get in there to see. Okay, fine. Fine. Alpha Sand Digger, large tunneling bioform, extremely well armored, target exposed eyes, damaged creature. Sand Digger, pack leader, larger and stronger. Yeah, that's straightforward. We already have to scan it again though. Wow, that was quick. You have to scan the enemies in this game really quickly before the ing take them over and convert them into another enemy, or else you will just miss all the scans. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy your lurk and get some rest. You did a lot of work today. That's very valid. Enemy is utilizing your Morph Ball Bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. This Darkling Sand Digger has absorbed the ability to generate Morph Ball bombs. It can throw bombs with considerable accuracy. I can't do that. That's rude. Frequency lays a spread of bombs in its wake. Its head and tail are the only vulnerable spots in its body. Okay. This is still pretty straightforward. We just have to stay away from all the bombs dropping for obvious reasons. I'm doing a very bad job of this. I wonder if it'd be better to not charge shots. Oh, I'm not doing any damage. I guess you have to. I feel like I'm not doing any damage. Probably gotta missile this. Yeah. I'm also almost out of missiles, which is not helpful. It's almost dead though. Cool. think I gotta do this. Oh, really? Oh. I have like no way to get any missiles back here. There we go. Have to get really close when it does all that. I think it's the only real option here. Or get really lucky there. Or I guess just get close and not care about my boss. Just take the damage. That's an option, I suppose. I do have plenty of health. There we go. That took a bit, but... Oh, there was spare missiles all over the place on the outside. I just didn't notice any of that. Wow. All right, let's pick up these drops first. They are all ones we've gotten before. Very nice. We are slowly starting the process of getting back all the power-ups that were stolen at the beginning of the game. And it's going to take all game to do this nonsense, unfortunately. All right, that's map. Yeah, there's a... dark door to the left, which I guess I can roll around to just to scan it. Oh, it's probably going to be pointless to a certain extent because it seems like none of the drops and doors and stuff like that are in the first game. All those were actually official things that you had to scan to get 100%. Here, not so much. All right, this is the way we actually need to go, and in fact, the only way we can go. Alright, let's come around here, get a little bit more lore, get an explanation of what we need to do next. This is a statue of Tish, a great hero of Aegon. He was a farmer until Aegon was devastated by the coming of dark ether in the ink. We get close enough that it's going to trigger stuff, I think, but let's scan what we can. Chamber holds a collection of several types of energy. Notable types include solar, bio, and geothermal energy. Unable to measure exact power levels with current scan equipment. There we go. So can I scan this without scanning that? Access point for the local energy system. The energy transfer module has been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all the energy within the module will be channeled into the local system. So we obviously bring stuff back here. Once we get the energy from elsewhere. Bioscan complete. Luminous subject terminated 1.5 decacycles ago. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. Luminous holo projector online. Automated message initiated. Welcome, I am Aisha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ing. A portal to dark ether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. And a not so difficult, but several fairly difficult boss fight. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Ether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the Dark World. I have updated your translator module. You can access devices and doors coded with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. You're dead. How did you know that somebody coming to get your help to read your message would need an update to the translator module? That never made a lot of sense to me. When you've taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. I guess not. May the light of either serve you well. I'm very impressed that they could schedule their software updates that far in advance without knowing the tech they would even interface with, and that it would just work. And not like Todd Howard just work, but actually just work. But okay. Before I leave. Ah, yes. I knew there was some lore around the corner that I now have the ability to scan, because I can scan the Orge things. Paradise, data transferred. Ether was a fertile age world with bountiful fields and oceans. The native creatures were gentle compared to the other worlds we'd encountered. We settled in a mountain region at first, a very cool mountain region that we will go to later in the game, in cliffside dwellings. In time, we established settlements in the green forests of Torvus and the fertile plains of Aegon. Great Temple was built between our 3 domains, a place of peace and a monument to our accomplishments. It was a time of harmony for our people. And then everything changed when the Ing attacked, sort of. It was actually more complicated than that, and we will not find out the details until we play Metroid Prime 3, which I'm very much looking forward to. It was probably lacking. Yeah, how good is this translator module actually going to be? Is the question. All right, first thing we do is go back to the area we fought the pirates in. So straight across. There are probably going to be some enemies that pop up here. Oh, Spore Wasps. I don't care. Could not care less. Shriek Bats back on the other side of the room. But only 5 of them, weirdly. Not the 6 that spawned on the side I just entered from. Okay, back in here. The pirates did not return. We just have these guys who we have... Let me not waste missiles on them now. I probably need to take them out when I'm closer. We can basically go in that door straight across now. Oh, it's invulnerable. How dare. Okay, we do have to waste missiles. But let's only waste 1. Okay, so there's a door I can go in down below, but first I can go in this door now. Security clearance approved. Door systems online. Through vigilance and strength, we create peace. Is that how that works? And I think all that's in it, yeah, just a missile expansion. Oh, that's all the way back there. This is a little confusing. Let's see. This guide I'm reading is saying not to go the way I thought we were supposed to go. I thought we were supposed to take the door right below me. And it looks like the reason it's telling me not to go that way is actually simply because there's power-ups I can get back in the early game. I think we do need to go this way next to get the plot. But there's stuff to get if we backtrack. And I would be a very poor Metroid player if I did not backtrack when I knew there was stuff I could get, so. First, we can get something in here, actually, by blowing this up. Nice. Then we go all the way back to the starting area. I don't remember where it was, but apparently there was a scannable. Oh, yes, right there. Let's not lock on first, because that's going to get me really confused visually as my camera tries to follow these things as they fly. Whoops. Okay. Aha. There's that. Which is a door that I can open. Am I supposed to go that way? That definitely only requires a morph ball bomb. If this planetary energy supply reached a critical stage, if left unchecked, oh wow, this is like way late in the lore. I guess I got this out of order. The energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy, the energy controllers. I will have to reread that at some point when that makes more sense, and I know the order that I was actually supposed to get it. Am I supposed to go down there? Top to the right, you will see an orange hologram on the main platform joining the bridges. Scan to unlock a new energy. We recommend running back to the save point. Ah, yes. Wow, could you not? The positioning of my sensor bar is very finicky here. Oh, I can scan this to get the scan of lore that has been read. I think it's a map room in here. Yeah. Okay, and now we are supposed to go back to that door that I initially ignored in the area where we fought the space pirates. Basically, we continue with actual plot now. What's the best way to get it from here? Here and up? No. Back around to this side. Yes, over here. It will be so much easier to go through here once we have double jump. But actually, also, I need to go down here first. I have to backtrack a little bit. Because we did a lot, and I should save. I should not be dumb. There's also a back way out of the save room that I'm not going to take. I can't remember when I'm supposed to go there, or if I come back that way to get to the save room and leave. You can basically go in there with Morph Ball. Technically, like, through the side or something, through over here. Whoops. I didn't mean to step back in. But we're not going that way now. For now. Oh yeah, double jump would be nice because you can just bypass this guy by jumping directly up. But it's not like it took that much energy to just run by it. Is this still shooting at me from down there? I'm like way far away from you now. Please, leave me alone. Alright, we'll come back up here. We'll cross here. And these enemies should still be gone because you have to go 2 rooms away for enemies to respawn generally, which does mean that there will be enemies again in the space pirate room, although I don't know if they will be space pirates or just the beetles and flies. We are definitely going to see a lot more space pirates in a second though. Just beetles and flies again. All right, so the route we actually need to take is, if I remember correctly, through here. Yes. The subject was terminated 1.9 decacycles ago. Targeted a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. Yeesh. I think we can scoop behind this guy. No, not from that side. I gotta remember how exactly to get that missile expansion. Because it seems like I should be able to get it right now. Oh, can I just get it by being very careful about where I go under here? Yes. I was overthinking that dramatically. All right. All right, pirate time. I like how I'm in sight, like visual sight of this guy just standing there. Cannon will announce complete portal dynamo offline. Configure lens system to focus solar power on dynamo. This will energize the system. We have to kill 2 of these guys the normal way. And by normal way, I just mean the normal guys. And now more will appear. And now they will get possessed. Welp. Let's see. Morphology. Dark Pirate Trooper. Darkling possessed Space Pirate. Enhanced strength and stamina gained from an addition of symbiote. Dislikes bright light. I don't have the light beam size to help me. Pirate troopers, already trained to follow orders without question, were perfect candidates for ink possession. Darklings moved to take every trooper they could, expanding the army of the Horde considerably. Space pirate technology struck a chord with the Eng, who now hunt actively for gadgetry of any kind, especially weapon systems. Great. They take like 1 more charge shot. Or missile, that's all. Oh, 2 apparently. Okay, let me see how long missiles, or how many missiles it takes. In comparison. Still 4 shots. Charge attack or missiles, regardless. Oh! A 5th? Wow, okay. Dang, that was unfortunate. Well, there's boxes in here I can blow up to get my missiles back, so I'm not too worried about it. Industrial solar lens, part of a system used to open a portal to dark ether. Structural analysis complete. Objects composed of telluric alloy. Structural integrity is decayed considerably. Telluric alloy you can blow up with your bombs. So eventually I will need to take a regular morph ball bomb to that. Automated door system online. Door control governed by bomb slot. Control link seems to originate from dark ether, however. Object scan complete. Target is in a state of dimensional flux, unable to completely scan bomb slot target. 50% of its component atoms are in another dimension or on the surface of dark ether. I don't know why they say or. But it's obviously that's what the case is. Like, it might be this, or just is this. Why give both options when you know one is the obvious right one? I think there are enemies. They're not around yet. I have to, like, start activating this thing before they show up to scan. Enemies that will get in my way when I try to drop the morph ball bombs in a bit. Light of Ether. The main energy controller was built in the Great Temple. 3 sub-controllers were built in the temples of Torvis, Aegon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of Ether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time, we came to call this precious energy the Light of Ether. It brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoth. All right. Up we go. I don't think there's anything on the side. There are boxes that I should break. They'll probably give me some health back. And some missiles. Good. Although I will have a way of getting health back momentarily, but it is a long, tedious way that you kind of want to avoid, and I will talk about that more when I get there. System analysis complete. Console used to energize and open a portal to Darkies are currently offline. Store power to the system to enable portal creation, which we do, or which we start by doing this. Okay. Do the enemies now exist for me to scan? Yes, they do. Let's come in here and scan them real quick. Pillbug, cave dwelling herbivore. Vulnerable to concussion blasts. Use them to stun and damage this enemy. Pillbugs prefer to dwell in dark caverns, so they can exist in lit areas. Navigating with a series of sensitive antennae, they roam through caves in search of moss and fungus. Pillbugs can move rapidly and will ram unwary targets to clear their path as they search for food. A pillbug can be jarred loose from the surface with a concussive blast. Doing so reveals its vulnerable belly. So 2 morpal bombs, essentially. One to knock it upside down, one to actually blow it up. Target is part of a conveyor system. Conveyor system originally used to transport kinetic orbs, provides access to upper section. Why did the Luminoth need a system to transport kinetic orbs? What were they doing? That why is that even a concept? I appreciate how the developers of this game tried to explain away a lot of the nonsense that actually happens in Metroid games, but sometimes that just doesn't make any real sense. Oh, of course we get War Wasp. I see. Where did the third one go? Ah. Tried to hide. How rude. Let's grab that. Thought I heard. No, that's just the music. The music for a second sounded like more War Wasps. Alright, another bomb here. More wasps. Very nice. Then we got to be careful. There they go. Rolling, 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 rolling. What, 3? Wow, those things are strong. There we go. Yeesh. I complained about how many you needed, but then I remembered I could drop like 8 million bombs in the same spot. I didn't have to do them one at a time. It's been a bit since I played this game. And the clouds parted right with incredibly convenient timing, because of course. All right. Like I just went ahead and I like how there's a way to get out, but it just puts you down here anyway. Solar dynamo online, dimensional portal system energized. I know from experience that I can actually jump on here and like jump in the light and blind myself. I'm blind literally everybody watching. I'm not going to do that. I've hurt my eyes enough as a child from doing that nonsense. System analysis complete. Console used to energize and open a portal to Dark. They're currently online. Portal generation system initiated. You cannot skip this cutscene, but you can skip the cutscene of going between the worlds after the first time you've done it. But also I gotta go back. because you can scan the portal. It's an actual important scan, and it's a different scan for a portal to Dark Ether and a portal back to regular Ether. So I have to activate this, scan this one, go back through, scan the other side, and then come back. That's ridiculous. It might not be an important scan, but I feel like I want to play it safe. Now comes the fun mechanic. The atmosphere of this world will just eat into your health tremendously. It says right there, Dark Ether's atmosphere is dangerous. Glowing safe zones protect you from Dark Ether's atmosphere, which could mean your health restores, but it's like 1 tick a second. Or maybe a little faster than that. It's a very slow process. Blade Pod, living storage units of the Ing Horde. These Ing morph their bodies around useful items to protect them. They rely on larger Ing for protection. These Ing morph their bodies, yeah. Thus they have no way of fending off enemies. Damage from all weapons will harm them, but light-based weapons superior. Okay, well, we don't need to break those right now. We're supposed to go that way, which we will eventually. First, like I was saying, this nonsense. Yes, it is an important scan. Okay. This portal is active. Walk into the portal and initiate return transit to Ether. Light portals allow living beings to travel to Ether without being disrupted and scattered throughout the interdimensional void. They are unstable, however, and only remain viable for limited periods of time. Some can be reactivated, while others vanish forever once they are used. And by forever, it just means that you cannot go back through that portal. But if you're back in one world where you created the portal and created it again, it will like exist again temporarily. But it's basically a one-way portal. I hear the space pirate is starting up, so I guess the enemies will respawn. But we're not going to be here long enough for that to matter. Dark portals allow living beings to travel to Dark Ether without being disrupted and scattered throughout the interdimensional void. They are unstable, however, and only remain viable for limited periods of time. Some can be reactivated while others vanish forever once they're used. Got it, same thing. But this says something different. Extreme caution is recommended once transit is complete. Thanks for the warning. All right. Some safe zones must be shot to function. Luminous light crystal generates a protective field of light energy. Light crystals provide protection from Dark Ether's atmosphere. They can be nullified by dark energy and supercharged by light energy. They were created by the Luminoth during their war with the Ing, and many still remain in use. Dark creatures despise the crystals. Some are injured or killed by the field they create. Yeah, it is a common tactic in this game once you get the correct ammo to pull it off. Shoot the sparkling energy nearby to energize the safe zone. Got it. It is a common tactic in this game to convince enemies to come into these zones with you and then shoot it with a light beam, and then the field itself will like kill those enemies. So that's the thing we will be doing eventually, but I don't have the light beam yet, so I can't do it right now. Luminous light beacon generates protective field when energized. Yep, got it. Beacons were created when the Luminoth ran short of light crystals during the war. While simpler to make, the beacons were also unstable. They had to be energized periodically and could run out of energy at critical moments. Still, any protection was better than none for Luminoth warriors. Alright. Energized safe zones don't last forever. Well aware. Shoot the sparkling energy again. So which way am I supposed to go? I am supposed to go this way. I did scan the crystal already, so we're good. And here's where the actual bomb slot is. So if I hit this, that will open this door in both realities. But we're obviously not going back to light ether anytime soon, or I always call it light ether, it's just ether. Transdimensional activity detected. A device has been activated back on ether. Thanks for letting me know, it was obvious. Um, I think we are supposed to go this way. Ooh, enemies. A new creature's entry, morphology, Inglet, worker drone of the Ing Horde, wall-crawling morphing bioform, strongly dislikes bright light. Inglets perform the menial labor of the Horde, but can be pressed into a combat role if there is need. They are amorphous blobs, capable of clinging to nearly any surface. Inglets can fire bursts of dark matter in self-defense, though they prefer to avoid battle. They seldom travel alone and can be dangerous in large numbers. As with all Ings, they dislike bright light and will avoid it if possible. Okay, that's a fair point. I guess it's obvious to me because I've played this game a ton. And maybe it wasn't so obvious to me the first time I played, and that was so many years ago that I've forgotten. Oh, there's another one here. Where you at? Back here. Oh. All right. Now we are fine. We're going this way. Sorry, it's gonna... What? There was another one hiding in here? Very rude. Alright, I need to go this way. Anything in here? Nothing at the moment. We need to keep going this way. Shoot the light being against the end of the area. Oh, I really remember where we're at, I think. We'll find out in a moment. Where'd the other one go? Those are our new scans. Night Barb. Flying airborne hunters native with dark ether. Targets are small but travel in large numbers for safety. Avoid contact. Night barbs are small airborne darklings, smaller and weaker than a hunter Ing. A night barb will travel with a large pack to increase its odds of survival. This is why, since their primary predators are hunter Ing, the Ing literally just eating themselves as an organization. Interesting. All right, so this was the same save point that we were at in regular ether. So when we come out this door here, we're gonna go out into what is like the main big area, and it will be interesting to see what we're going to deal with on the side. Presumably we need to go this way because that's where the safe zone is. Here we go. All right, let's get the scan. Warrior Ing, the soldiers of the Ing Horde, shape-shifting wall crawler, dangerous combatant in melee and at range, dislikes bright light, like every single Ing. Warrior Ing are challenging foes. They can render themselves into amorphous puddles and move over most terrain, including walls. Warrior Ing can turn their bodies into deadly projectiles sheathed in dark energy. The tips of their legs are razor sharp, making them formidable in melee. Finally, smash melee? Finally, Warrior Ing are capable of channeling transdimensional energy and firing it at their enemies. Their only real weakness is bright, pure light, which they hate and fear. Which I don't have, so we just got to do this the long way. I'm trying to make sure that I stay away from the light crystal itself. So when it... Symbiotic position attempt failed. Nice. Where'd it go? Okay, that's... I want to make sure that wasn't like a thing I had to scan. Ah, here you go. But yes, I'm trying to stay away from the light crystal because its energy bullets can actually sort of halt light crystals in their path. That's right. You can actually shoot them as they go with good aim. All right, good stuff. That thing is traveling. Probably need to get closer to it to scan it. Can I go that way? We're clearly supposed to keep going this way. Morphology. Lightbringer. Light generating forager. Creature generates safe zone while living. Immune to most forms of attack. Lightbringers were created by the Luminous for use in their war with the Ing. The crystalline creatures generate a field of life-giving energy at all times, and they can be energized like a safe zone crystal. They are immune to most weapon fire. Only a burst of antimatter can destroy them. Why didn't Luminous just make all their stuff out of what this thing's made of, if they're going to do that? That's far enough. Ah, yes. We will come out that way somehow, some wind, open up this portal, and then go back through that door on the other side to access a portion of ether that we can't get to at the moment. Portal field can be energized with light energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to ether. Got it. I think we can keep going across. Yeah. Is there anything I need to do out here, actually? Let me scroll a little bit down in my... Oh, we're coming to that boss fight. Okay. No, there is nothing special I can do out here at the moment. Except just scan things as I go to make sure that I am scanning everything. One thing I had to learn over many years of playing this game is how you should not just stay in these safe zones and wait for your health to regenerate. It is a very boring way of playing the game. Can't go up there until we get Spider Ball. That's gonna be way far away from now. What you should do is just dart from zone to zone. Like, if you get really low on health, you shouldn't just stay in a zone to wait for like your 5 energy tanks to regen. You will be waiting 8 million years, and it's very boring. All right, boss fight. I was just complaining about my inability to jump to dodge stuff, and we're gonna get that back pretty soon. There we go. Jump Guardian, space jump powered warrior Ing, powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities, able to generate energy shockwaves and force fields. This warrior Ing has absorbed the power of the space jump boots. It can leap incredible distances and heights and uses this ability to great effect in battle. Target can generate powerful shockwaves with dark energy and will sheath itself in a potent force field to protect itself. It cannot maintain the shield indefinitely. Concentrate weapon fire on it when the shield is down. Got it. Rude. Still rude. The benefit of fighting it here is I can literally stay in a safe zone, so I'm not going to lose a ton of health. Oh, it's like, where'd it go? It's jumping around a lot because it's almost dead. One more good hit, I think. Or two more good hits. Okay. Fine. Really? Three? Alright. Ah. Please, stop. Controller. Jeez. I need to figure out my positioning here and try and do something about how I have to sit back to make sure that my controller is picked up by the sensor bar and not spinning everywhere like a madman. Let's get that. Pull them all in. Scan and get back my space jump boots. Now, if only you could actually jump like that in the game when you have your space jump boots. The double jump is not that impressive without that. Oh, hello. Obviously, that's where you're supposed to go. There is a blue door up there that leads back around to the portal, which we will want to go that way in a bit. That was the way back out there. We need to go this way, I guess. We're not going that way. Well, the only way we can go is this way, really, so. Oh, I stepped out of the thing. That's where... Right, we want to keep going to the red missile door. I want to see that really quickly. Blast shield on the door blocking access. Now since the blast shield is vulnerable to most super missile. Okay. Right. For now, we're supposed to go this way. Right, we cannot enter this temple anytime soon, but we can explore a little bit. Security system initiated. All locks are active. 3 keys are required to access the temple. They are scattered throughout the Dark Aegon Wastes. Alright, we can't go that way, but we can go in here. Our first key. Dark Aegon Temple key. 1 of 3 needed to open the Dark Aegon Temple. Thank you. I could not have guessed. Alright. That's all we can do in here. Oh, wow. The game crashed. Oh my god. Dang. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure why I did that. That was a lot of progress lost because we couldn't save after that fight. All right, well, I'm going to end stream there because I'm not going to do all that nonsense again. I will play back to that point before next week's stream and try and figure out why the crash happened. Boy, very unfortunate, but you know what? That's dolphin nonsense for you. So let's end things. Man, it's unfortunate. Oh well. I'll figure it out by next stream. So I'll be back on Saturday for Skies of Arcadia Legends, probably. Like I said, I'm going to be spending a lot of this weekend doing stuff related to the new apartment I'm going to. But the stuff I have to do on Saturday about it, I'm planning on doing around noon, so I should be back home for my usual stream. So yeah, that'll be at 4 o'clock. So in the meantime, let me see who's live. Lissy's live. Haven't rated her in a while, and she's cooking. Interesting. Yeah, let's go over to Lissy. Alright, so let me put my commands in here. You can hit that one if you are just vibing or following. This one if you're subbed. And we're going to raid Lissy's Bits and Bytes, who is a intended for mature audiences, okay? Lissy is a regular at Lemon's channel and a Rest for Reborn. Lissy's always fun to hang out with, to talk to, and she streams pretty regularly herself. Plays variety games and also cooks. And today, she's cooking galettes and Max. Interesting. Baking Stream Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Fun. Yeah, so we're gonna head over there and have a good time, hopefully. So yeah, once again, thank you everybody for watching, for lurking, for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get this kind of air next time. Hopefully I see you Saturday, but if I don't, I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a good 3-day weekend if you have the tomorrow off. Take care, everybody. Good night.